said, so I took him on it. I said, how do you think it's a choice? And he said to me, the same faith that cures headache is the same faith that cures leprosy. There's no graduation of the faith. Headache, leprosy, same thing. That I'm sure you have chosen not to go to Port Harcourt by road anymore. Can't you go to Port Harcourt by road? I can't I? But I have chosen not to. I've chosen that if I want to go to Port Harcourt, I need to fly to Port Harcourt. He said, that's a headache. The same way you have made that choice, the same way I've chosen that wherever I'm traveling to in this world, the way I want God to bless me and the way I want my business to run is such that I can fly first class. Say with me, choice. Now, is realizing that you have a choice on the paradigm with which you want to see the world. Now, one of the key paradigms that we need to shift to change our results in this business. Paradigm number one says, when I get somebody on my team, I am not getting a salesman that will work for me. What I'm getting is somebody I want to help succeed. There are two different paradigms. It's a different paradigm when I know that when I get you on board, I tell you, go and market, build your team. I'm expecting cycles. It's a different paradigm than if I tell you, now that you're on board, I need to ensure that within the next 2 months, you can have your first 5 direct reports in your organization. Different paradigm. The way I will behave, the way I will speak, the way I will work with you will change the moment I see myself as a mentor or a coach versus a boss looking after a sales rep. Say with me, I am not a sales rep. I tell the person beside you, you are not a sales rep. So the first paradigm is understanding that my responsibility here is not more of selling, it's more of coaching. It's more of teaching. It's more of helping the other person to succeed. And I will show you. I want to draw a diagram today that you can see. Paradigm number 2 means the end of prospects meeting. Okay, paradigm number 2 brings an end to prospects meeting. And what does that mean? It means now what I'm doing is not prospects meeting, what I'm doing is members training. What does that mean? I will ensure that all the meetings I want to hold, 30 minutes, 1 hour, are for members. If prospects come and they attend, they can learn 1 or 2 things as well. People who are not members are free to come and learn, but there's so much to learn. Because once we skill our mind and understand that we need to become more, then we need to really help people accelerate their development very fast. So my responsibility becomes that of somebody who trains and processes and attends. Paradigm number 3. All of these paradigms I'm sharing with you are in this book. If you have a copy, can I see yours? If you have a copy, can I see it? Okay, if you have a copy, I recommend you have a copy. I bought a copy for myself. I bought extra copies for my future prospects. Why? Because paradigm 3 says it is insane for me to offer you my car when I don't know if you can drive or not. Hello? Will you give someone who can't drive your car? Not if you value it. Are we together? Now, I remember when I was growing up, I was a kind of child who doesn't like trouble. So when I saw my father's car, I left it. I didn't touch his car. Because I know that if anything happens and I bash his car, he'll probably be very angry. I watched him as a 5-year-old deal with one of my uncles who took his car out and bashed it. So I was 13 years ahead of what the repercussion of that action could be. So I left the car. I left the car until one day he called me and said, can't you drive? Everything is somewhere. Now, of course, he asked me, can't you drive? I said, I can drive. I said, okay, good. Let's go out together. Of course, before you hand over responsibility to somebody, you want to be sure this guy can drive. You understand how to do the basic things. Same thing with our business. Before I can go ahead and give you a car, I need to establish that you can drive. Ask the person beside you, can you drive? things are clear, a few of my initial objections are already handled, I am ready to hear about a car. How do I do that? It's very simple. I do that by ensuring that anybody I want to invite for a meeting already reads the first 4 chapters of this book. Say with me, first 4 chapters. Now, I'm telling you things that I'm doing already. So, I've had a few seasons already. And I got to the first one. One side example. I got there, 4 of us were there. And see, listen, you don't know the power of what happens when 4 of us decide to team together to meet with one person. The first meeting I went for, so I got there. Like I said, you didn't tell me I was going to meet all these people. He said, this one is my mentor. I said, I've never seen him before. He said, I've been following him on Twitter. I said, no problem, I get to see you. And then we sit down and I asked, have you read the first 4 chapters of this book? He said, no. I said, we can't meet. So I said, you know what, here's my copy, sit down, 30 minutes, read the first 4 chapters, I'll be back in 30 minutes. Why? Because I cannot give him my car until I am certain that he understands the basics of how to clutch down, how to put the car in neutral, how to start the engine. Are we together? So, there's no driving, no giving of car once you can drive. Paradigm number 4. You want to develop the trainer in you, not the salesman in you. So everything I'm doing to ensure that the trainer in me is getting developed. The person in me who is able to coach others, who is able to help them, is getting developed. Because it's when that person is getting developed that I'm able to support my team. And I'll show you, today we'll break our sensitive groups and practicalize a few things. I don't know, has anybody gotten to touch their online? You are going to your online and ask your online, are you ready for me? I know there are people here who are ready to port. Somebody came to meet me as soon as I entered here. He said, I'm ready to port. Who wants me? Who wants me? Okay? He wants to develop the trainer in you. Ladies and gentlemen, let me announce to you, it's not public yet, the figures will be announced, but there is a facility on the new A2W webpage that allows you to send a mail to your sponsor. Are we together? You can now send a mail to your sponsor. To say, in case you don't have their email address or you cannot touch them, you can, from your members area, from your page, you can send a mail to your sponsor and say, dear sponsor, I'm still here. This is your final chance. Better quickly understand what you are doing, or you will see me collecting awards in the future and you wonder where the matching bonus is. Okay, that facility now exists. Develop a trainer in you. Number 5. This is a school of involvement, not a club of convenience. The paradigm is not a club of, it's a club, we're just having fun. No. It's a school for development that you need to be involved. The school of involvement is not a club of convenience. Don't worry, as you come, we can begin to spill over a little bit. There's no space there. Fill it up, they will spill over, they will spill over. We'll first of all back the late comers before we face them. It's a club of involvement, it's a school of involvement, not a club of convenience. And the last, but certainly not the least, love is the culture, not pressure. Please, can you say that with me? Love is the culture, not pressure. You know, some of us drive our teams by pressure. What's your goal? Where are you? What are you doing? It's changing. The culture is love. The culture is, I will not get anybody involved in my business that I do not love. Because the amount of time I will need to spend with them, the amount of support I will need to give them, and the amount that they will earn because of my involvement in their lives, I better love them. If I don't love them, I shouldn't support them. They shouldn't be my team. Are we together? Now, that becomes the culture. That becomes the operating culture. Love. Now, let me quickly use this board so that I can bring it down and we can have the other things I want to say in the meeting. I want to show you something very quickly. I'm right-handed, so I will find my way. If you already have 5 people you are supporting, can I see your hand? You have identified your 5 people. identify the people you are supporting. Can you stand up, please? Stand up. Can you stand up? Can you put your hands together for them? Very well. Okay, please have your seat quickly. Now, what does it mean to support these people? Let me show you very quickly. If you read the manual, the training manual that we're using, which says the napkin presentation, it shows you 10 different presentations that you need to make to teach your team how to make as well in their journey to becoming better. But I want to talk about a very interesting one of them, which we say the sizzle sells the steak. Say with me, the sizzle sells the steak. And what that means essentially is that what sells meat, what sells suya, is the fire under the suya. That if there's no fire under the suya and they just put suya on the table, you won't buy it. But when you get there and they are putting oil, they are causing, and you are getting the smell, and the fire is really allowing you to pop, you want to be interested. Now, how is it going to work? Let me show you a small diagram of what I expect to be happening in the next few months. This is table 1. Are we together? This table has one chair here, 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 and one chair here. How many chairs? 6. How many chairs? 6. How many people should you support per time? 5. Maximum 5. That means this table can conveniently seat yourself and your team. Are we together? So you and your team can schedule a meeting together once in a while. Are we together? Now, in this meeting and schedule together, you are setting goals, you are doing training, you are having them enlighten them. The meeting can last for 1 hour, maximum 2. Maybe you want to gist what's going on with you. But you have a meeting with your team 1 hour on this table. Are we together? Now, you have a meeting with your team. What is the agenda of this meeting that I want to have with my team? I have established that these guys are my gold ships. There are 3 kinds of sheep. There's empty sheep, there's silver sheep, and there's what? Gold sheep. Who is an empty sheep? Anybody you have in your team who is not serious about the business. Who is a silver sheep? Anybody who comes on board and is new, is a great one, he hasn't done anything yet. Who is a gold sheep? Anybody in the business who is interested, excited, is the one calling you to say, look, I have done what you asked me to do, I'm on this step, I'm interested, this is what I'm taking you to. It's a gold sheep. Are we together? You meet your gold sheep. You spend majority of your time with your gold sheep. You try to help your silver sheep to convert into gold sheeps. Empty sheeps can buy the products, they can do wholesale, they are not your priority. They are not the people who want to develop your organization. You can let them be. Some of us spend time trying to be convinced. If you cannot see the picture, you cannot catch the vision. It was a mistake in the first instance. Okay, live with it. Let them buy own and tab and medical devices and let them make some money doing that. Once I meet my team, in this meeting, I am setting goals. In this meeting, I'm training. In this meeting, I'm telling them that this is my availability. As an online, this is my calendar. I share my calendar. I am free on Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays. I have 10 hours. My 10 hours that I'm committed to this business, you don't need more than 10 hours a week, ladies and gentlemen. You do not need more than 10 hours a week. To say, these are the 10 hours I have this week. Please schedule an appointment for me I expect that you have written your name list. So here is why I tell them to write their name list. Write your name list of 150 people, but sort that name list and look for 5 people that you love. Look for 5 people that are interested in financial freedom, that are interested in traveling around the world, that are interested in living the life of their dreams. Sort them out. Look for 5. Anybody else who doesn't fall into those criteria, you can talk to them later. I know you have more than 5, but give me 5 first. Those 5 people, I expect that you schedule an appointment with them. Please say with me, appointment. Good. So I have a calendar I have shared with my team members, and my team members say, Deolu, can you give me 12 o'clock on Monday? Can you give me someone else? Can you give me 2 o'clock on this 1 hour? And I share my time. I agree with times that we can provide somebody to see me. Are we together? Now, we all have different amounts of time that we schedule for this. But look at this. So here I am. This is me. I have A, B, C, D, E, who are on my team. Are we together? Now, what's my assignment as me? My assignment is A comes and sets an appointment. So this is table 2. I'm here, me. A is the one who is holding the appointment. Are we together? A's guest is here. This is guest 1. Are we together? I am A's upline. In this meeting, I can get my own upline, my upline's upline, or any other distributors I'm close to that are available. I can secure 2 extra seats so that 2 distributors can join me. Why am I looking for 2 distributors? Because 1 log cannot do anything. 2 logs will provide a flame, 3 logs will give you fire, and only 4 logs will give you a blaze. Are we together? So I want the meeting to blaze. Say with me, blaze. Blaze. So in that meeting I'm here, you are here, your guest that is accompanied with is here, and then there are 2 other people in that meeting as well. 1 table. Who does the speaking in this meeting? I do the speaking. I'm your sponsor. It is my responsibility to help you and support you get your first 5. Why am I helping you get your first 5? I am helping you get your first 5 because by the time you schedule this meeting to happen 5 times, by the time I've done it 5 times and I've gotten people to come on board, you now know how to do it. Are we together? If you will not know how to do it after 5 times, can I see your hand? So Lord, just get ready. This is when the people are something. Now, hold on. I'm not saying get your 5 people together and let me speak to them at once. No. Different paradigm. I'm saying, I have a place where 4 people are gathered. I tell you guys, I don't want to go to where 40 people are gathered. Do I look at someone who has a problem speaking to 40 people? I enjoy it when the opportunity provides itself for me to speak to 100 people, to 1,000 people, to 4,000 people. As if people you don't know I know how to speak. Hello. Hi. Come and see me when there are 4,000 people. You will not know that it's me. I will speak things that I wasn't even planning to speak. But that's not what this is about. It's not about speaking to audiences and making them laugh and making them excited. It's about training Mr. A and ensuring that 5 times. Now, watch what's going on. This is for Mr. A. This is Mr. A's prospect 1. I'm sure you can still get some space in here so you can see. I'd love you to see. Please say with me, prospect 1. How many times do I repeat this? 5 times. What do you think the chances of the person getting interested in business is? What do you think are the chances? I mean, you have invited your guest on an appointment to meet with 4 distributors that have testimony. They have story. They've sold alarm padlock. They've organized travel trips. They've earned dollar. Different things on that table. Anybody in that table on their own is leader. Do you understand? Your guest comes on board. I did one today. I did one yesterday. I can tell you from experience. Just the mere sight of the 4 of us alone, the first person was overwhelmed. Say, you mean I'm going to visit all these people? I said, these are, of course, for him, they are put at that table. When he saw someone on the table, he said, you came to my school 5 years ago. He can relate to something else. As in already, conversation is finished. Somebody on the table said, you're my mentor, you don't know. Do you understand? Before I started in both meetings, I said to them, before I start speaking, can you take out your phone and put on record? I would like to listen to anything I'm saying and record it, so that when you leave here, you can listen to it again. There's nothing underhanded, overhanded, or anything that what I'm telling to you, you can record it. Record it. In fact, I recommend that you record it. And because it was being recorded, everybody that came around the table, I told them, because if I start saying to them, cross, I'm busy, it will be recorded. So I said, please, leave me alone. I'm serious business. So in 20 minutes, I shared the opportunity with him. 20 minutes. And I say, so what's your challenge? What is stopping you from getting on board now? And the guy says, my only challenge now is cash. Interest, high, cash, I don't have everything yet. I said, today is Wednesday, when will you have the cash? I said, before you answer me, if I told you that pay $200,000, $100,000, you get an American visa, and you are in America, will you get the money? He said, no, I will find the money. I said, so when are you going to find this money? He said, Friday. I'll get the money on Friday. Will this opportunity be open to me on Friday? He asked. Will this opportunity still be open to me and available on Friday? I said, well, on Friday, you have to Friday. Now, I do this how many times? 5 times. Say with me 5 times. 5 times. By the time I'm doing this second time, this is joining me in the conversation. Are we together? It's joining the conversation. It's adding some value as well. By the time I do this 5 times, I go to another table. On this new table, Mr. A sits at the speaking side. Mr. A's prospect is the one inviting the guest. The person who was prospect here is the person who is listening here and learning. I used to be here on this table. I moved to this place. I'm still on the table. But now, I am listening to A so that when he finishes, I can give him feedback. I can say to him, I like the way you did it. You did it better than I've ever taught you. Put your hands together for yourself. I can do whatever, but I'm giving him feedback to say, Mr. A, you are now in charge. I'm listening to you to see that what I taught you about how to sponsor is being done. You are sponsoring on behalf of your team member and you are teaching them how to sponsor as well. How do you think Mr. A is going to feel knowing that on the table where he is helping his own downline to get somebody else on their team that I'm there? How will he feel? You feel confident, no shaking, no shakiness. Like Solomon James will say. There's nothing, and no shakiness. Because I'm here, I'm quiet, I'm listening. He does it. He's having challenges closely. I step in. I say, hold on. That was a very good presentation. You ask a question, this is what I think. I'm having him handle objections. Are we following you? Yes. Now we are getting 2 levels deep. With zone 5 done, his guy is in gear 1. Are we together? Gear 1 is a good gear, but it doesn't move very fast. At that level, he will have earned about $240. His first $240 is not his headache, it's my assignment. Are we together? Now, by the time he does this 5 times, by the time he is the one doing this, he is now on gear 2. Say with me, gear 2. Gear 2. In that gear 2 is presenting and there, listening. He does this 5 times for each of his people. I give him the commitment to support him. In some of the things I'm there, in most of the things I'm there, and I'm there 5 times enough for him to watch, for me to watch him and give him feedback. After a while, he may not need me anymore. He may be able to get some other people in his team who can sit around it as well. But I have not left him alone yet, because he hasn't duplicated me yet. So how many times does he do this? He does this 25 times. Because he does it 5 times for this person, 5 times for the next person, 5 times for them. Somebody called me from Port Harcourt today. He said, MD, when I joined this business a long time ago, you said you are going to give me 2 people. I said, me. He said, yes. I said, where was I when I said it? What was I doing when I said it? He said you give it to me. I said, if I give you 2 people, do you think you'll be able to do anything again? Because if I give you these 2 people, you need to give them 4 people. myself, GSM, MI, Matthew, where we are today. Where we are today is 4 years of experience. To assume that because somebody joins your team this morning, he will go and sign on somebody tomorrow, he must be lying to them. It must not be the truth that they are being told. Process. It does a number of times, but guess what? I'm not there all the time, I'm there like 5 times. But guess what happens? After this, there's another table. On this table, call it table 3. Are you with me? On this table, A moves to where I was. A's prospect is now a distributor, is the one speaking. The guest, which is guest 2, that's invited, is the one presenting. A new person who is coming on board, who you can call guest 3, is the one who is presenting to. Once in a while, I also decide to grace this table to watch the person I sponsor giving feedback to somebody else who he has sponsored and taught how to sponsor do it. When I'm able to watch this for a while, I eventually will leave this place because I know that A is now dedicated. On the table of the underline table 4, I don't have space there. If I come there, maybe once in a blue moon and a celebrity. Are we together? Now, what am I doing? I'm clearing my ground floor. At this point, when I'm here teaching him how to sponsor, I am using shovel to clear the ground. At this point, where I am now watching and he's the one doing the clearing, I've gotten to second level, I am using bulldozer to clear the ground. On this table, I am digging with an excavator, a steam excavator. By the time you get to the 4th table, my building is already beginning to show. What does that mean? It means at this 4th level, I will begin to earn income I know nothing about. Say with me, passive income. Passive income. I didn't hear you say passive income. Passive income. Now, this is all that I need. Now, what exactly becomes my work, really? My work is to ensure that whoever is working on board succeeds. So, when somebody says, come and sign me up, it's a sense of responsibility. I don't want to sign up. Now, listen, how much time do you think I'm going to, in the next 6 months, how much time do you think I'm going to spend with Mr. A? I'm going to spend too much time with Mr. A not to love him. If I don't like to see his face, then I must not sign him up. If I don't like to see her face, that journey truncates from sign up. Are we together? But if I'm interested in okay, look, I can help the person, we can work together. I did a decision this morning, around 9:30 a.m. The appointment was booked yesterday. You can book appointment with the person that is sponsoring you. And you can allow your team members to book appointments on your behalf as well. In that meeting, the person came, it was his friend that invited him. And you know the way you deal with your friend. My friend, does he really know what he's doing? Does he know what he's saying? Ladies and gentlemen, so when I got to the meeting, I asked, has he read the first 4 chapters? He said he hasn't. He said, I can't see it. Give him the book, let him read the first 4 chapters before we speak. If you don't know how to drive, I cannot give you my car. My car is more valuable than that. So he reads the book at my time. And that's what you need to do for your upline as well. You want meetings to go well, edify your upline. Talk about your upline in such a way that the person is looking forward to meeting them. So I got there, we shook hands, we sat down. On that sizzle, was the heavy sizzle. I was there on the sizzle. MI was there on the sizzle because this was MI's downline. And then we invited another person on our team to join the sizzle as well. We were 4 with 1 person. I was the lead speaker. So I spoke. In 20 minutes, the content was explained. Because I didn't finish reading the 4 chapters, I laid a small preamble of the difference between buckets and pipes, and how expensive real estate was, how expensive all the other vehicles are, and why network marketing is such a big deal, particularly if there's training. So I laid that preamble in about 5 to 10 minutes, and I explained the opportunity in 15 minutes. When I was done, he said, wait, this 58,000 naira cannot be something you will just pay once. What other commitments must I be paying monthly? He asked that question. Because I explained to him, in explaining the privilege part, I told him there's a product called the privilege part. You get this access, you can do retail business, you can do services, you can do estates, you can do this, you can build whatever, you can build a network, and you get a bonus product. Normally, there are 4 steps in driving to freedom. 1, get into a car. 2, get started. 3, move into gear. 4, share with friends. I'm talking about napkin reservation. I'm talking napkin. All my language now is napkin. Follow me. So I said, in Navigations to Wealth, once you get in, the company gives you a product. So you have entered step 2 already. Doing this promo. You come in, you get a product, you are step 2. Gear 1, we are here for you. And Gear 3, you can enjoy from the privilege part because you have discounts in ABC and D. When I finished, he said, this 58,000 naira cannot be money I will just pay once. What do I need to be paying monthly? So I said to him, the real truth about this is that it's not 15,000. It is actually really 4,900 naira. Because this 15,000 naira covers you for the year. So you don't need to pay anything. And the guy said, he said, it sounds too good to be true, right? He said, it sounds very good. He said, you know what, I'm interested. Before I was going to take all my time, but the way I've explained it, maybe 10 hours a week. All I'm doing is fixing appointments. So he now asked me, he said, what if I have somewhere where you can speak to 50 people? That's great coming out. Yeah, 1, 5. This money is good. When I can bring 50 people together, I explained to him, if you bring 50 people together, they come on board, who will they be under? And can the person commit to supporting them? How many people can you manage per time? Research shows 5. So if you get 100 people at the same time, 95 of them are wasted before the opportunity starts. I said, so is it because we can't talk to 100 people? No, can't talk to 100 people. No shaking. There are many leaders, if you understand speaking, your highest excitement in speaking comes when there is a crowd. It takes a lot to speak to a few people. But when I speak to many people, you will suddenly become funny. Because somebody in the audience will laugh and their laughter will be funny. You see? You see? But when you are not there, the people that are just looking at you, there's a problem. But those kind of laughter, those kind of people, you bring them to the front. So that they can be inspiring you. But what I'm saying, so say, look, it's not going to stand up to a crowd, or if you invite me to a crowd, I will create excitement, I will create a hype, I will create interest. It needs to boil down to 4 to 1 person. I need to look at the person and ask yourself, if I'm going to spend quality time with this person to help person succeed, this person better be worth it. I look at the person beside you, say, are you worth it? Tell the person the answer. So he now said to me, I will pay on Monday. Monday, guaranteed, I'm making my payments. I like this, it's interesting, it's not going to take me too much time, 10 hours maximum per week, and I can do this. And I said to him, the problem people have is feeling that I need to abandon what I'm doing to do something else. I said there's no how good your job is. There's no how good your primary engagement is that you say you don't want to be able to build a house by the side. If you like to build a house by the side, can I hear you? Yes? Yes! Why do you want to build a house by the side? So that I can have a tenant by the side who is paying rent by the side. Is it bad to earn rent by the side? No. So if I have a tenant by the side who's paying rent by the side and I want to build that house, will it take time? Building the house, will it take some time? Yes, it will. But am I worried about the time that it takes? No. No, I can plan it. 2 hours a day after work, I I go on the site. Engineer, what's going on? This place is not lying very well. How far? This thing is taking too long. When are you doing the roofing? This place looks dirty. When are you clearing this place? Who are these people that are sleeping in the premises? What's going on here? It takes me, I have a mentor who said to me, Deolu, I build one house per year. Not one house, actually, one estate. He builds one estate per year. In my mind, I'm like, why is it taking you so long? I don't know, I'm too young to be building one estate per year. I want to be able to do like 2, 3 as a business. You know, but when you say one a year, it takes its time. It takes its time. But that one a year, I know how much time it takes him. Every spare time is on the side. He says to me, I love the smell of cement. Who doesn't like the smell of cement? It's because they're not a bricklayer. He said, I love the smell of cement. He said, cement just makes me high. He said, I want to get there. But understand this. There's nothing you are doing that doesn't make sense for you to build a house by the side. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a house by the side. Why is it a house by the side? Because if you build this well, by the time you get to this place, let's imagine that what you are earning is not possible if you drive this well for 6 months. I'm going to study it. Where we have missed it in the past is because we did not follow the system and we did not apply it. If I build this way, by the time you are here, you are earning minimum $2,000 per month. Now, what does that mean? Let me help you understand it. When I earn, if I put 1 million naira in the bank in fixed deposits, I'm told by my bankers that I will earn 4%. 4% is how much? 40,000 naira. Remove VAT and tax, 10%. It comes to 36,000 naira. Divide it by 12. It comes to how much? 3,000 naira. Convert it to dollars. $1 is 160. I will use 150 so that it's paid. It becomes how much? $20. Let me explain what this means. It means if all I'm earning per month is $20, I am equivalent to somebody who has 1 million naira in the bank as fixed deposit. Say with me, $20 equals 1 million naira. If I put 10 million in the bank, how much is the equivalent I'm earning per month? $200. Say with me, $200. Now, if I'm able to build, by the time I do this level 1, if I do this in a month, in that month I will have earned, based on binary, instant reward $40, binary next $20. I will have earned 5 instant rewards and 2 binary, $240 in a month. Already in month 1, I'm living like somebody who has 10 million in the bank. Now, but I'm still active, so I won't calculate like passive income yet. It's not passive yet, still active. By the time I get to this level, I have 25 people on this level, on my second level, that's like about 12 cycles. Okay? I'm earning about $240, or thereabout. That is not my direct activity. I'm here sitting somewhere watching somebody else do what I taught them how to do. I am still like somebody who has 10 million in the bank. By the time I'm still here, watching my second level do that, on that level I have 125. If you divide it by 2, that's about 62 cycles. I mean about $1,200. By the time I get here, it gets more exciting. By the time the person I brought in here, I taught him the same thing, he will also want to go down that way as well. So I can get to 7 level, 8 level, 9 level, 10 level. It becomes unbelievable. When you see statistics that show that there are networkers that are earning close to $1 million per month, that's where it's coming from. Now, $20 equals to 1 million. By the time I'm earning $2,000 a month, I'm as good as somebody who has how much in the bank? 100 million. Say with me 100 million. 100 million. Now, 100 million in fixed deposit is what 90% of the world is not likely to ever see in their lifetime. they analyzed in America, and they said less than, I can't remember the exact number now, but less than 30% of Americans can afford 3 square meters. Less than 10% of Nigeria can afford 3 square meters. When they say that 90% of Nigeria is on less than $2 a day, sorry, they say 90% of Nigeria is on less than $2 a day, 70% of Nigeria is on less than $1 a day. Let me explain this to you in English language. What it means is that 90% of Nigerians cannot eat 3 square meals. They don't have a choice. If they want to eat 3 square meals, they're not bathing. They're not brushing their teeth. They're not doing anything else. They're just using the $2 to buy food. $2 is $200 how much? 320 naira. I don't know how many meals that should get you. Decent meals. Balanced diet. Now, 70% of Nigeria lives on less than $1 a day. Less than $1. That's about 160 naira. That means if food was the only concern, forget 3 square meters. Now, but guess what? We have contacts. We have friends. Friends we want to help, not friends we want to use. Friends we want to work for, not friends that want to work for us. And we can leverage on it, build a system that allows us to be able to build relationships, meet with people, and earn. I tell people, whatever business idea you want to run, you need 2 things. 2 things. You need resources and you need relationships. If you have relationships and you don't have resources, your relationships can generate resources. If you have resources and don't have relationships, you're still stuck. So you want to build relationships and you want to build resources. And this allows you to have impact in people's lives where they know that you supported them. How does Mr. A feel when he's sitting here? How does he feel about his own life? What's the feeling? Gratitude. He's excited. He's saying, when you were telling me, I didn't know, but now, I need to talk to my team. I need to find out what's going on. Is he likely to be motivated? Yes. Not hot bath. Constant motivation. You know what's motivating him? He has goals in his team calling him. Upline. How can I do this? What's going on? How can this be done? Are we together? Ladies and gentlemen, this is the way. Now, if you go to Gold Hall now, you will find in Gold Hall 21 tables arranged like this. Season ready. Are we together? The only thing that is remaining, according to the Lord James, is for drinks, asun, and suya, and all this to be flowing. Where we get to a place where you come around and you ask them, give me aloe vera cake. And then you get one for your prospect as well. No, sorry, you get one for your upline as well. Very important. This is where the upline is go fast. The supporting upline. If you can make your upline look good. I'm already junior. Because I know that they'll be talented on the way. But guess what? If we do it like this, how many of you can see it already? You can see that this will revolutionize your organization. Can I hear a loud yes? Yes! Yeah, someone there, you are doing it already. You are doing it already. So I'm going to hand over the microphone now for us to share testimonies. You are doing it already and you are seeing some measure of results. Let's share. Because when we share, we learn. And then in the last 20 minutes, it's almost 20 minutes. In the last few minutes, 15. In the last 15 minutes, we'll stay together here. I will just explain the opportunity in 15 minutes for the people who are guests who want to come on board. But let me ask you a funny question already. If you are in the house today and you are a guest, can I see your hand? Again. Let me see your hand. Okay. I have to explain the privilege part and the opportunity to you. But you are here and you already feel interested. Be sincere. Can I see your hand? You feel interested. You're like, I like this. Put your hands together for them. Don't worry, in 15 minutes I will show you what the opportunity is that we're talking about. It's very easy. Somebody gave his friend to the rally. And the guy said, here's my check, I'm paying. I want to come on board. You said I'll get another one, get another one. The guy said, don't you want further explanation? He said, no, I don't want further explanation. He said, so how are you going to do it? He said, when you're having the next rally, tell me. Any friend of mine I couldn't care, doesn't sign up, it's not worth it. He said it's not worth it because I can see it. Do you understand? So I'm going to give back to, 1 minute, share your experiences. Let's do this together. It's not experience you want to share. It's experience. Because the first time I said you want to box.